All right, this is a quick update on Bitcoin. Here on Friday the 19th, there's a big down day. Bitcoin is down about $2,000, trading at 21,350 as I do this recording, and that's down 8.5% on the day. Well, nobody can explain why it's going down other than the fact that, well, equity markets are getting hit pretty hard today, and interest rates are going up quickly today. So those things are affecting Bitcoin, which of course is extremely speculative and really depends on liquidity, which is being taken out of the markets now all around the world. So Bitcoin gets a pretty big decline. I want to show you those charts. There's something very important now, is there is a short-term breakdown. So let's look at the Bitcoin chart right here, and we're going to look at both the weekly and the daily. I'm going to start on the daily first. So the left side is a weekly, the right side is a daily. This has our cycle analysis on there, and this is the daily chart. So what I want you to see is something very important, and that is that there are minor cycles in there, and there are dominant cycles, the bigger ones. And this green one you see right in there is Ethereum. And we have that overlaid on the Bitcoin chart. Now, there is an important period in here where there's a nesting, where there's this downward movement here on the Bitcoin chart and Ethereum, which comes out into September, and then another one out over here into late October. Now, this is what's key, is that this minor cycle right over here, which was quite positive, and you had good upward momentum here on the slim ribbon, and you can see the slim ribbon PO, as we call it, was green and positive. Then you made the low here as you were supposed to and began to rally. It hit resistance and then came and broke down, and it got below this level. What that does is it sets up the highest probability, as it got below that 22,475 number, that it was going to be in this declining mode right now, which takes you out into that period in early September. So the next 3 weeks show a lot of risk right now, and that certainly could get Bitcoin down to that support area of 18,525, or even worse than that. So this is a period of risk that we see in here. And if you look at these charts, when you get into those periods where there's a lot of nesting, is where you get these declines. You actually had one over here also where you had a pretty sharp decline. So when I look at the weekly chart and how that sets up, here are your weekly cycle patterns. And you can see that Bitcoin essentially got into this sell zone right over here and then turned down. It hit this major 23.6% right at the point where also you were at the intermediate 50% right in the middle there, and then it came down very sharply, and it got into these minor support areas. So this whole period over here out into October and even into November is a period of some significant risk. And the fact that you're getting that breakdown in the short-term pattern says that this rally that got up over here over 25,000, which we thought could have actually got into the 27,000s, now has failed. And there is a much stronger likelihood of a sharp decline in this period out into October than originally had thought. We thought it would come a little bit later than that. Our target for this period at the end of October was 18,000, with a possibility of crashing all the way down to 12,000, and that possibility still exists in here with the period in here. Very risky. So with that breakdown we just showed you on the daily chart, let's go back there. That is suggestive of a lot of risk in here going out into both late September, or September, between these two blue lines right over here, and all the way out here to this October period on that next cycle. So lots of risk right now. This is a bad pattern in the Bitcoin market, and you really have to consider that if you were looking for upside in here, that very well could be over. That's it for this quick update on Bitcoin.